You and I are extremely fortunate to be at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, which is one of the world's foremost comprehensive research universities. The university offers a huge array of programs, institutes, and centers, ranging from the arts, fine arts, and humanities, to the social and behavioral sciences, engineering, agriculture and physical sciences, business, and medicine. Equally impressive is the fact that students at all grade levels, from freshman to senior graduate student, engage in research and creative activity. And they do so in the laboratory, on the stage, in the studio, and in the field. Yet, a successful career in research and creative activity, irrespective of one's discipline, requires a great deal of understanding about a wide array of topics in addition to the expertise required to master a given field of study. Awareness of these topics often comes about in the form of questions over many years and sometimes even decades as one's career winds through twists and turns. Let's look at some of these questions. What is the value of research and creative activity? Where do they take place and who funds them? How are the outcomes viewed, for example, by the public, and how are they used? What is my role in shaping the research enterprise and shaping its future? Who sets national priorities and determines funding? How is my own work scrutinized and evaluated? Oh gosh, I need expertise that I don't have. Where do I turn? Help. I see tons of rules and regulations out there. How do I navigate this complex landscape? Help, I need help. What about bias, integrity, and ethics in research and creative activity? And how do I best make my work known? Who owns my work? And can I benefit from it personally? Boy, the future looks awfully bleak. What should I do? These are very, very important questions. Between entering the job market and going into retirement, we find answers to these questions quite slowly. Often, we only encounter the answers over the course of our entire career. And sometimes we wish that we had the answers long before. What would happen if we put all of that important knowledge at the beginning of one's career while still in school, instead of having it be learned only over many years? Wouldn't that help empower individuals to do things they otherwise couldn't do at the early stage of their career? Wouldn't it help them shape the national environment in which they work rather than simply accepting that environment as it is? Wouldn't it perhaps help them frame their work in a broader context and achieve greater levels of success far earlier than otherwise would be the case? The answers to all of those questions is a resounding yes. And a course at the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign is designed to do exactly that. LAS 450 is a course unlike any available at any other institution in the country. It is designed to do all of the things just mentioned and far more. Students taking this course will learn where research and creative activity actually take place, how national priorities and funding are determined, how work is reviewed, the roles of bias and ethics, and how to communicate your work effectively, and much, much more. Importantly, this course is designed for all disciplines. It is open to all grade levels, freshman to senior graduate student. It has absolutely no prerequisites and involves an enormous amount of hands-on learning and gives you an opportunity to interact with local and national experts. The textbooks for this course is authored by the instructor, myself, Kelvin Droegemeier, and is published open access by MIT Press. Therefore, a PDF of the book is available completely free of charge. The book has received high praise from notable individuals, such as the quote shown here from John Hildebrand. He notes that he wished he had had this book and the resources within it over the course of his 60-year research career. He's a very, very eminent individual. The book itself contains 14 chapters, and the course involves studying one chapter per week. Contemporary issues are addressed, and students gain hands-on experience by role-playing, working through difficult challenges in groups, and speaking with local and national experts, including federal officials and members of Congress. Here are the chapters. Deep in our bones, why and where we actually perform research and creative activity. The money trail, funding for research and creative activity. What is the role of Congress in determining funding, and who sets those levels, and how do they differ by disciplines? Perception and reality, public attitudes, understanding, and use of research. We saw this a lot in the COVID pandemic. How does research work, and how does the public view research outcomes? Essential concepts about performing research and creative activity, whether it's in the dance studio or in the chemistry laboratory. Becoming a detective, finding what you need and using it effectively. diving into the pool, research proposals, evaluation processes, and even project management. Chapter 7, the give and take of criticism, subjecting research to scrutiny via peer and merit review. Chapter 8, we see the world differently, bias and differing views. Some of you looking at this image will see a horse head. Some of you will see a frog. It depends on your viewpoint. We talk about that in the course. Honesty is the best policy, ethical conduct, and research integrity. Better safe than sorry, research compliance. What are the rules of the road in doing research and creative activity? Showtime, making your work known to multiple audiences, whether through a recital or a lecture given to hundreds of people. Yours, mine, and ours, ownership of research outcomes. You're performing research at the university. Could you possibly patent that and perhaps even license it to a private company? If so, would you make money on the royalties that were created from that? That's a great question. I need you and you need me. Collaboration, multidisciplinary inquiry, and academic corporate partnerships. And finally, ending the course with, is the glass half empty or is it half full? What are some of the challenges, but especially the opportunities for the U.S. research enterprise? A lot of great student testimonials have been received from taking this course. An individual who's a doctoral student, not only will you learn something every day, but you will learn things that are not taught anywhere else. A very, very true statement. Taking the course was an eye-opening experience. In my opinion, this course is a must for students of all disciplines. Of course, it's not required, but it's certainly available. So I invite you to sign up now for the Spring 2026 offering of LAS 450 Foundations of Academic Research and Creative Activity. Section 1U for undergraduates or 1G for graduate students. The class has a mixture of graduate and undergraduate students in the same class and students from a variety of disciplines all across campus. The course is offered on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 o'clock to 3:20 p.m. in room 331 of the Armory. I am pleased and honored to serve as the instructor for this course as professor and special advisor to the Chancellor for Science and Policy. I hope to see you in the course in spring.